Don't let them do revisionist history and tell you that Donald Trump beat China in the trade war. Donald Trump lost that trade war, and he had to bail out American farmers to the tune of $80 billion because he lost so badly to China. If this is news to you, I don't, I don't know what to tell you. I tweeted out yesterday, I just spoke with President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico. It was a very friendly conversation, and we're going to find out why it was friendly. She agreed to immediately supply 10,000 Mexican soldiers on the border separating Mexico and the United States. These soldiers will be specifically designated to stop the flow of fentanyl and illegal immigrants migrants into. We said migrants? That's crazy. I just said immigrants. I was used to. He said migrants? Good for him. Into our country, capitalized. We further agreed to immediately pause the anticipated tariffs for a 1-month period during which we will have negotiations headed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Scott Bessent, and Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, and high-level representatives of Mexico. He doesn't know anybody's name over there. I look forward to participating in those negotiations with President Sheinbaum as we attempt to achieve a deal between our countries. So 10,000 soldiers, and they're going to stop the flow of fentanyl. Brand new deal, February 3rd, 2025. Brand new. This had never happened before. It was unprecedented. Donald Trump with a key victory over the nasty country of Mexico. Oh, April 12th, 2021, Mexico and Honduras, Guatemala deployed troops to lower Oh, no. Oh, this was already in existence? Oh, Biden already negotiated this? Oh, and they had up to 15,000? Oh, so he didn't negotiate anything? Oh, and they're already doing checkpoints along with Honduras and Guatemala. By the way, who negotiated this deal? Does anybody remember who negotiated this deal that Trump's taking credit for right now? Who in the chat remembers who negotiated this deal? Thank you. Kamala Harris negotiated this bill. Donald Trump is bragging about a deal that Kamala Harris negotiated 4 years ago, and she did better. She came out better than he did. Could you guys imagine what would happen if Kamala Harris was president? Yes, I can. I can imagine it because she's doing what Trump did, except for he's just taking credit for it. Are we not hearing the sounds today on those? I saw. Thank you for the new subscriptions. By the way, as always, we do rely on your generosity to keep this show going. Below me are the Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, and we also have Super Chats enabled. And so if you would like to donate to the show, you can go to any of those payment apps. Looks like somebody sent something on PayPal. Let me pull that up. That was Asta Sophia. Says Iceland says hi and appreciate the show. Thank you. Hello, Iceland. It's nice to see you. Bree says, good morning, Poppy. Andrew Clavin is a piece of shit. How does he not know that you're the one who really calls me How does he not know that you're the one who really calls me daddy behind doors? And you know how much we backtalk each other. Fuck him. All right. Get slapped around a little bit. Danielle says, I would like to publicly apologize to the Discord for repeatedly, unintentionally ending up in the VCs, completely oblivious that I'm in there with my mic on. I apologize for my hot messness. That is phenomenal. I didn't know that was happening, and I love that. Apology not accepted because it was not needed, and that's actually really funny. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the sounds today. Jen, do we know why there's no sounds today? Do I need to do something? Event sounds are on. It's weird. I don't know why we don't have sounds on today. I haven't figured that out. Anyways, welcome everybody here from Twitch and YouTube today. Nice to have you. Let's see. Then Trump went on to brag about his deal with Canada, in which he brokered virtually the same deal with Canada. Government of Canada's border plan. Canada is investing $1.3 billion to bolster security at the border and strengthen the immigration system. This includes $667 million for the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, $355.4 million for Canada Border Services, $180 million over 6 years for Communications Establishment, $77 million for Health Canada, $20 million over 5 years for Public Safety Canada. This again, deal that Donald Trump negotiated. Oh, never mind. This happened before Trump took office on December 18th. Okay, so Trump didn't negotiate anything. So he went to Canada, went to Mexico, and he said, all right, let's negotiate. Here's what I want. And they said, you'll get nothing and you'll be happy with it. And he said, okay, I'm going to go on True Social and brag about it now. He didn't get anything. He literally didn't get anything. Look, here's the troop deployment graphic here. This is 2019. Mexico sends 15,000 troops to U.S. border to keep migration in check, officials say. Mexico agrees to deploy 10,000 troops to the U.S. border in exchange for tariff pause. We've been doing this forever. None of this is new. This has just been going on. It's not new. MAGA, just be a little better. I don't know what to tell you. You got to be, in fact, maybe be a lot better. Don't fall for this shit. Trump's going to run into a problem with these tariffs. The problem Trump's going to run into with these tariffs is that China's not going to fuck around. Like they're not just going to lay down and say like, oh, maybe they'll say we'll go back to our existing agreement. Maybe it ends as quickly. But if Trump wants to fuck around and find out like he did last time, he lost the trade war with China last time. Don't let them do revisionist history and tell you that Donald Trump beat China in the trade war. Donald Trump lost that trade war, and he had to bail out American farmers to the tune of $80 billion because he lost so badly to China. China has announced retaliatory tariffs on American imports and an antitrust investigation into Google, just minutes after a sweeping levy on Chinese products imposed by U.S. President Donald Trump. Good guy. Here's the top 10 imports from China. Cell phones, computers, electric and industrial equipment, toys, games, sporting goods, appliances and furniture, clothing and textiles, car parts, telecommunications, cookware, cutlery, and shoes. Sorry, sneakerheads. Just when you thought the price of your Jordans was coming down, it's on its way back up. Does that mean if we're going to get dupes, we got to pay for dupes now? I got to pay an extra 30% on dupes? I don't like that idea. I don't like that one bit. I thought I had highlighted some. Maybe I didn't. Maybe they just didn't stick around. This isn't the first round of tit-for-tat actions between the two countries. China and the U.S. engaged in an escalating trade war in 2018 when Trump repeatedly raised tariffs on Chinese goods, and China responded every time. This time, analysts said China is much better prepared, announcing a slew of measures that go beyond tariffs and cut across different sectors of the U.S. economy. I looked at this stuff. I assume they're talking about going after Google just because, like, they know Google has Trump's ear. Google largely, I don't think their search engine operates in China because they refuse to edit their search results for the CCP. China said it will implement a 15% tariff on coal and liquefied natural gas products, as well as a 10% tariff on crude oil, agricultural machinery, and large engine cars imported from the United States. Which means that potentially with those 15 and 10% tariffs, they will they don't get a ton of natural gas and a ton of coal or crude oil from the United States, but now they're probably going to take none. Now they're probably just going to go to Russia for most of this or other smaller countries. Impact on U.S. exports might be limited. Though the U.S. is the biggest exporter of liquid gas globally, it doesn't import much to China. 2.3% of its total natural gas exports is what went to China last year. So we'll keep an eye on China. I don't know how much they're going to respond. It'll be interesting to see how much they respond.